YouTube, welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you taking time to click on the video today. If you haven't already or you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, drop a like on the video, and leave a comment. It is greatly appreciated. Helps with the YouTube algorithm as well. All your support is greatly appreciated for the channel. We are here in our Hamline Piper save in College Football 25. D3 takeover, trying to get a D3 program to D1 and work its way up to the ranks. And we are currently in the Big Ten championship game against USC, and that is where we'll hop in. Offense gets to start on the field first here in the college football, not playoff, in the Big Ten championship game. We go ahead and hand it off first play. Did not get any yards at all. Mustard is the featured back with takeoff still injured. Mustard is going to find some more space that time around, and he's going to pick up 7. It is going to be 3rd and 2. And we're going to have to look at the arm of the freshman, and he's going to get hit as he throws, and we are going to have to punt to start the game. Obviously not a great start offensively. Did not set the tone the way that we wanted, but defense is going to have to come up and make some plays as he's going to be able to return this. They're going to start at the 40-yard line, so defense is going to have somewhat of a short field here against this high-powered offense. Clay Hawker looks to be their big play guy and a 90 overall receiver. Biggest thing is we need to make sure that we contain their quarterback. When we played them before, it was a lot of scrambling from him in big situations, and we struggled to tackle their running back as well. We wanted an absolute shootout, if I remember correctly. Defense has got to come to play. You can see we're in our black out uniforms. Big games, we typically try to switch it up a little bit. Wanted to go to the alternate grays because we haven't really used them a whole lot, but frankly we haven't used any alternate jerseys a whole lot. But the red helmet on red helmet kind of worried me a little bit, so we did end up doing that. And Big Bobby Sanders with the sack on 3rd down to give a 4th and 13 to the Trojans. They're going to have to punt it right back to us. Olshansky is deep. See if he can get on the edge here a little bit. We're going to go straight up field. Didn't have the acceleration to get away from that gunner, but we did pick up a little bit of yardage there on that particular punt return. And we're going to go to the air here early on this drive, see if we can get our tight end involved. And Robert's going to turn the corner. He's going to pick up a big gain of 17. What a start for the drive. They were probably sitting on a run play to start the drive, which we started on 1st down and 2nd down the last drive on the ground. And we go back to it to pick up 9 with Mustard. Biggest issue right now is the depth in the running back room. We really need takeoff back. Obviously, he's our best back. Mustard is serviceable, very serviceable, but we need that explosiveness and somebody to run somebody over. I mean, just somebody to set the tone a little bit. Really helps. And then have Mustard as like the change of pace guy is really the big thing that we're missing. We don't really have somebody behind Mustard that can change the pace much. Really just needing him to take off to become healthy here in the near future. Sylvia is going to have to use his legs to get around the rush. He's going to get back to the line and pick up 1 yard as they had everything covered there on that play. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 9. We are probably in field goal range, but obviously picking up the 1st down would be huge here. We're going to go ahead and get peaks on the crosser, but their safety does a great job coming up and making a tackle. And here we are out for a 54-yard field goal. Kicker has a boot, but the accuracy is not the greatest. Right down the middle, should have plenty of leg to get there, and it is good. USC with a tough start to the drive here at the 10-yard line after a questionable decision to run the ball out of the end zone on the kickoff by the return man. They are able to pick up 7. We're going to bring a little pressure. This pressure look has done wonders for us, mainly from our slot corner, but they're going to, oh, come on, you just got to pick that. That would have been a huge interception. Would have gave us great field position, maybe even a pick 6 in that situation with the clear out nature of that. And there's the pick 6. There it is. We are in the end zone. Sean Beebe with the 17-yard pick 6 to make it 10-0. Defense back out on the field here after the huge pick 6. Do they go to the ground here to kind of calm the nerves a little bit? And they do. Dion Show with the tackle for loss, make it 2nd and 14. Defense is playing super well here to start. Obviously a very explosive offense here in USC. They're going to go to a screen pass. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 6. That's a great call by them in that situation. Just make it a 3rd and manageable for them. As Stanford, are they back? The Cardinal back? Give me that. A user lurk. Arthur Cano with the pick. Our 2nd of the game for the defense, and it is on. We're going to go for this slot fade. Can Bell ring the bell here in the conference championship game? We're going to send Hag deep as well. He's in a cover look. We got Bell. Just like, okay. I guess we don't have Bell. What coverage? I thought for sure we had him just wide open, but number 5 is covered very well. So great job by the defense there. We're going to go underneath the Keen. He's going to pick up the 1st down, turn the corner, and get down to about the 11-yard line. Getting up 17-0 here would be massive, to say the least, here in this game. Their run defense is stout. I will give them that. It has been hard to find a lot of space to run the ball. We're going to get Hag involved. Can he fight in the end zone? No. The safety comes up and lays a heavy hit on Hag, Tremaine Hag, and we are going to be in a 3rd and inches, and Mushroom decides to jump. Solid. So I'm going to bring up a 3rd and 5 now. Just a lapse of mental fortitude by the running back. We're going to have to drop it off to the tight end. It's going to be 4 for 3. I love the choice by Chief Tummy Tuck to go for this, not even hesitating. We're going to go ahead and pitch it to Mustard, and he's going to find the end zone. 3 plus 4 equals 7. Touchdown, Pipers. Defense back out on the field here. Let's see if we can get yet another turnover. See what they do here again. Just a nice little pass out to the flat. Henry, the freshman safety, comes up and makes a tackle for a very minimal gain. They're really just trying to get their superstar quarterback back in rhythm here. As the 1st quarter is starting to wind down, they're going to go ahead to the running back. Henry comes up and makes another tackle. It's going to bring up the 3rd and 4, and that is probably going to be the end of the 1st quarter. Defense coming up huge with 2 big turnovers that lead to touchdowns. One, the pick 6, the other one, a 4th down conversion. And you can see we are absolutely dominating the game at this point in time. Obviously, the 2 interceptions help a boatload. We are here in 3rd and 4. See if we can get another stop here. We're going to run with this. They're going to have a little hitch route, and that's going to be complete. That's the same route we jumped in the 1st possession, but not in a position there to really jump that one. They're going to go little read option. Henry is going to whiff on the hit stick, and the football's on the ground. And we pick it up. Landman with the recovery. We gotta go for the jugular here. We gotta go for the jugular here. Cannot let that go unpunished. Can we ring the bell in the end zone? He has a step. Sylvia throws it out there, but we drop it. Trayon Bell has been full of drops in the last few weeks, which has been absolute killers. Now we just got to come back and settle down. We're going to have Peaks running across the middle. Sylvia is going to step up. We were hoping for a block from Mustard, but we didn't get it. Sylvia does find a way to get the first down, however. He's been doing a much better job using his legs as of late. You can tell that he's really settled down throughout the year. Mustard, if you get that spin, we are probably still running in the end zone. Let's see if we can get the protection for this. Kind of a gutsy call, and no, there's no chance. They were all over that as well. With man-to-man press coverage out there on the perimeter. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 12. Mustard's going to get the screen pass. It's going to be a 4th and 5. I don't think we can punt. It's kind of a crazy thought to not punt to, but I don't know what really it does for us. Bell, wide open, broken coverage. He is ringing that thing in the end zone. Touchdown, Pipers. Defense back out on the field. Another questionable decision to take the ball out by the return team of the Trojans. Oh my, that running back just bulldozed Henry in the backfield, but he's only going to be able to pick up 2 after that. Again, as I mentioned early in the game, we could not tackle this kid the last time that we played them. It was impossible to bring him down. He is just a tough runner, as you can see there, almost runs through Henry again. We're going to bring some pressure here. We're going to string it out, and we are going to get another stop. They're going to have to punt yet again. Nigel Maynard comes up to make the tackle in the back. This game is getting out of hand quickly for the Trojans. We're going to take this with Shansky. We're going to get it up to the 50. I'm in a conundrum here. I want to continue to score quickly, but I think we need to be smart, especially with the way EA likes to do some things. Be smart, really milk this clock here in the first half, score with as little time left so they can't go down and answer. We're going to hit Keen running across the middle. He's going to cut back. He's going to get it down to the 27-yard line. That way they can't go down and score. And we have a commanding 31-point lead here coming out of half. Can we get the ball first? I'm pretty sure. Or did no? Yeah, I can't remember. Can't remember if we got the ball first or not. I know we scored first. That's all I can remember at this point. But we are just under 3.5 minutes left here in the second quarter. Mustard is going to jump cut back to the middle. He's going to get it to a 3rd and 1. I don't like the toss. We're going to get Mustard again. He's going to pick up the first down. And now we have pretty much everything to our disposal here as far as what we want to run. Keen's probably going to be the guy that we look for again coming across. Actually, we're going to step up to Sevilla. He's going to slide down. It's going to bring us to a 2-minute timeout. First play under the 2-minute timeout. We're going to hit Olshansky coming across, but he's going to drop it. And that's just not a good look for him. Doesn't get a whole lot of time on the field. Just got to catch and get down, and Peaks does that. I don't know why they're going away from us running the football, but we're going to go ahead and Mushrood breaks through one tackle, gets down to the 1 yard line. We're going to continue to let this clock just wind all the way down. Even if we don't get in with this play, we do have all 3 timeouts. Mushrood is going to dive over the line. 3 + 4 = 7. Touchdown, Pipers. All right, defense back out on the field here. USC is going to go open set. They're going to pick up a first down. They're really trying to get some points here before the end of the half, which I don't blame them. It has been a very tough half for them just in general, but for their offense especially. You just got to keep them in bounds. They're going to have to burn their second of their 3 timeouts. We're really just playing shell defense at this point in time. If they want to kick a field goal, kick a field goal. We just can't give up a big play down the seam.
We're going to pass here on 2nd down.
We're going to run with that. They're going to go back to the flat. It's going to be incomplete. It's going to be 3rd and 4. Again, I know we're probably giving up the first down in this situation, but we just need to make sure that we don't get beat over the top. And there's what I'm talking about. Thankfully, we are trailing with Cano, and he's bringing down the tight end. They're going to use their final timeout here. See what they opt to do with 18 seconds left. If they don't get their initial look, they're probably going to go throw it away, and that's my zone. Okay, they're going to hurry up. They're going to hustle to the wall. Clock should be running now, which it is. Just under 10 seconds. They're going to throw it out in the end zone. It's going to be 6 seconds left, and they're going to opt to go to the field goal attempt here to make it 31-3. I don't fully understand this decision, but they're going to take the points. Defense starts on the field here for the Pipers. They're going to go a little bubble screen. Henry's going to fight through a block, and he's going to make the tackle. He has been everywhere on the field today here in this first half, and to start the second half here. 2nd and 8. See what they end up doing. A little screen pass, and come on. Up in the flats, making the tackle, making 3rd and 10. This is a must convert here for the Trojans, it feels like, here in this game. They're going to go to the tight end. It's going to be overthrown. They had that and a lot of running room. They're going to have to find. Olshansky once again back deep. See if we have a lane here. Oh, do we have it? Do we get around the tight end, or the kicker? We do, but the tight end or linebacker, whichever one that is able to track us down. What a great return, though, by Olshansky. Gets us on the plus side of the 50. And we're going to see a lot of Mushrood, and I'm sure we're going to see a little bit of Smith as well, as Mushrood gets wear and tear a little bit. They are ready for the run, clearly. So we're going to go ahead and attack them with the screen, see if they blitz or anything. They don't. They don't pick up the screen, though, very well. And our right tackle and right guard didn't want to block anybody in there. We're going to go back to another screen, I think. Actually, Hag win. Just win on this. We're going to bring Peaks coming across. Robert going to seam as well. Can we fit it in there? Robert, touchdown. TD for the team. Touchdown, Pipers. Defense back out on the field here. We we are probably going to be looking at pulling some of the starters just so some injury concerns don't start popping up here in this absolute throttling of USC in the Big Ten Conference Championship game. They're going to hit their running back, Connor Butt. It's going to bring up 3rd and 3. See if they can convert this 3rd down. They haven't been able to really convert 3rd down all game, and they are going to convert it and more. What a cutback by the running back, Cole Bland. A little bit of life for the Trojans here in the 3rd quarter. Don't throw that. Don't throw it. We're going to get home yet again. This time, Mookie Gooch gets home. Somebody who has grown to be a fantastic player here for the Vikings. Somebody we kind of took a chance on, and unfortunately for us, it hit. And that is going to be a pass breakup by Phelps. Looked like it might have been a pick situation. It looked like it was going to be a catch. So we will take the pass breakup. We're going to run with this tight end because they're trying to attack it. Henry is going to come up with the interception, the 3rd of the ball game for the defense. The defense has played lights out all day. The only blemish on their record for tonight, for lack of a better term, is that field goal at the end of the half when we were pretty much playing shell defense, just making sure we didn't give up anything big, and we are making it impossible to run the ball tonight. We're running into offensive linemen, we're missing the hole, just everything is just not working very well for the run game tonight. Hag is going to catch it. It's going to be 4th and inches. Probably a very unpopular decision. We're going to go ahead and go for it. And we're going to get sacked. Just pull the trigger. Pull the trigger. Alright, setting up the defense on a very short field. I could probably see a touchdown in the near future for the Trojans. Just because of a poor play call. Poor play call, but it's just in our nature to be aggressive, and obviously with the score the way that it is, if we get that 1st down, it's a really insurmountable comeback. We were able to run some play clock as well as Clay Hocker finds the end zone for the Trojans. Offense on the field after the turnover on down and after the touchdown by the Trojans. That D tackle has been eating us alive all game long. If I remember correctly, he really was an issue the first time we played him too. I can't fully remember though. We're going to go ahead, Mustard, just make it a 3rd and manageable. 3rd and 3 is very manageable for us. Really working this clock down. Really working it down. Get us out of here. Again, probably going to look to bring in a whole host of substitutes as the game is pretty much out of hand here in this situation. But if we continue to make this decision and it not go well, like it doesn't look like it's going to again, we're just going to let USC back into the game. Just pump the ball. Gonna hand it to the running back. They're gonna get in. It's gonna be 38-17. Alright, no more disrespectful play calls. We are going to just get back to playing football the correct way. Otherwise, we are in jeopardy of losing this game. Like, no lie. With some of the things that have happened in this series and in the experience of me playing this game just in general. We are in danger territory of EA's momentum derailing this game. That's going to be the end of the third quarter. 38-17. Pipers have been playing really well. Defense is giving up 3 points. In reality, 3 points. 2 horrible calls to go for it on fourth down on the negative side of the field. As I mentioned, we're done doing disrespectful play calls. Although we are better than them, we don't need to be putting our defense in that scenario, regardless of what the score is. It's just kind of the way that it is. So, got to play smart. We're probably going to, after this drive, once we punch it in the end zone, we are going to pull the starters on both sides of the ball. We don't need anybody getting hurt. And then we'll just bask in the fact that we are going to be Big Ten champions here at Hamline. Gotta pick this up. We're gonna go with stretch. I really like the stretch plays. Let's go to the weak side. Mustard's going to power forward for the first down. And if we continue to milk the clock, and I understand this isn't the most fun thing to continue to watch. I've been mentioning this for a couple episodes now that I'm trying to figure out what the best way to continue this series is. I don't think going to a sim series is the best choice. It just takes away so much of the control that the series is meant to have. However, if the game gets out of hand, we'll probably start playing 2 games an episode rather than 1. As we're going to have to punt because Mustard can barely walk at this point in the game after 26 carries or whatever he has right now. We're going to punt it, try to pin them deep, which it's going to be inside the 10, so a really good punt. Defense is going to come back in. We're just going to make 1 stop. I know I said we're going to bench the starters, but just make 1 more stop here. We don't want this to look any more respectable than it already does because it was not close. This game was not close in the slightest. After the pick 6, it was pretty much over. And that's the way that it needs to look. Okay, they're going to just go underneath number 1. They throw him the ball quite a bit. 5 catches for 41 for Ramen. Coker's actually made way more of an impact than I thought he had. He has 6 catches. That's going to be illegal touching, which I was stuck in an animation, so which is annoying, but it is what it is. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Trojans on the 45-yard line. Again, just trying to get 1 more stop with this defense. They don't deserve to have 17 points up on the board. So realistically, we're looking for another turnover for this defense. They already have 3 in the game. So hopefully looking at one more here to end it, and then we can get some subs in. Again, I don't want this to look any more respectful than it already does, just because it shouldn't have been. It was just really stupid play calls on my end going for fourth down situations when we didn't need to. So, and as you can see, here is the momentum that I was talking about that I didn't want really to become a thing, but then I went ahead and called the second, fourth and long situation. Track him down, please. We haven't seen that a whole lot out of him in this game, but realistically, they haven't had the ball a lot, and he's been trying to make really quick decisions because when he hasn't, he's had pressure. So, the first time we played them, it was a huge issue, as we almost have that pick again. Martin Blunt, the freshman, the big freshman safety corner, almost drove on that and made a huge play to get that turnover that we've been talking about, and they're going to just loft one up, and BB, for the second time in this game, is going to come down with an interception, this one in the end zone, and that is going to do it for the starters. We're going to go ahead and mass sub the backups. We're gonna give them a little bit of a run here. Obviously, shoot clock is on. We'll run one play, and it's gonna be the 2-minute timeout. The Trojans are gonna keep their starters on, so I'm not shocked that we're not gonna really do a whole lot. We got Mo Rich in the backfield. He was somebody that we thought maybe we hand the keys to, but he just never came to fruition, never really progressed. Noah Smith is a fast, shifty style running back that we've seen a little bit here as of late, just because of the fact of the injury to take off and wear and tear for Mustard. As you can see him out in the open field, he's going to be fun to use here in the future. We're going to go ahead and let the clock wind down, give it to him one more time, and that's going to be the game here in the Big Ten championship game against USC. Just really, USC was no match for us today. As the defense played super well, again, I've been harping on it this whole second half. The 17 points is not on the defense, it's on me making those play calls that just didn't need to happen. Again, just kind of a disrespectful type thing. Just trying to drain the clock faster, but putting our defense in really tough situations. With that being said, though, 38 to 17, we didn't score in the second half, I don't think. Maybe one. Yeah, one touchdown in the third quarter. That's the Big Ten championship for the Hamline Pipers in the first year of the Big Ten. We had Sylvia 14 of 18 with 2 touchdowns, only 185 yards, but he was pretty efficient. 26 carries for 69 yards and 2 touchdowns for Mustard. We need to be more efficient on the ground. Spread it around very well tonight. Touchdown for Robert and touchdown for Bell. Defensively, Maynard, 8 tackles. Clyde Henry, 8 tackles. 7 for Phelps. 2 tackles for loss for Bobby Sanders. A host of guys had one tackles for losses, sacks, 1 for Bobby Sanders, a half for George Verrier and Bowie Gooch. Interception-wise, we talked about it. Sean Beebe had 2 tonight. 1 was the pick 6. Henry had 1 as well, and then Arthur Cano had a huge user lurk there in the second quarter. One thing before we end the episode is we're going to go ahead and take a peek at our coordinators. We have a motivator, and then we have a talent developer. I was going to see if we want to kind of get rid of somebody, but we're going to be sitting just fine here. We're still going to develop players. We got good recruiting and developing there. We got a lot of recruiting on my end. Looks like we are going to be fine with our coordinators there. Hopefully one doesn't leave. I don't think they're in a standing to leave quite yet, but we will see. Anyway, I was just trying to draw the episode out just a little bit longer. Big Ten Championship done. Big Ten champions here at Hamline, which is a huge step for the program. Should get a first-round bye in the college football playoff. We'll be able to see the bracket next episode as we work our way through the college football playoff. I appreciate you taking the time to watch the video. If you haven't already, or you're new here and you just checked out the video, please hit that subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment on if we get to the national championship game again, and do we win or not? The other thing is this is year, we start in 2024. This is year 4 or 5. Let's go ahead and look really quick. We took over in 23. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 years. How long is it going to take us to get to 5-star rating? That's a comment I would like you to leave. Again, I appreciate you taking the time. I appreciate the support greatly, as always. I hope you have a good day. I hope you had a great day. Spread the word. Peace.